This is Eric, and I'm going to show you the raffle feature here within TicketSpice. And so I have my very first raffle ticket page here, and I'm going to go and add a different raffle level here. Now you can use a raffle ticket level as the way to enter your event, or you could sell it in addition to maybe general admission, kids, or some other ticket level. Also important to note that raffles will work on date-based events, on multi-events and time slot events as well. So be sure to read the help article on all the different ways that raffles work with those kinds of events, because the raffle will reset and renew for the sequence for each event occurrence and also for each day and also each time slot. So be sure to read how that works in the help article. So I'm going to remove a ticket level here. And yes, I'll remove it there, and we'll just kind of fix a couple things up here. We'll call this general admission, and we'll pretend that I'm going to sell raffles in addition to my entry in my event. So I'm going to hit add ticket level here, and you'll see that we now have a type here. So standard, raffle, donation are the different ticket types here. So we'll give this a name. We'll call it raffle ticket, and we'll set it as raffle. And there the settings open up. So a couple things to notice here. The very first thing is the sequence number it starts at. This is going to be the very first raffle number that's issued when someone buys a ticket. And so you could set this maybe at 10,000. And so that means the very first raffle ticket ordered will start at 10,000 and go up from there. So you have your description here. Here's my description. Drawing will be pulled at 7 p.m., whatever you want to put in there. Any disclaimers, prizes, things like that. You can set a price. So I would set this maybe at $5. You can add a fee. This is all up to you. Remember that. It also supports box office pricing. So you could have a different box office price for this present in the app if you want. And you also could have this be maybe online only or box office only, so you have all those permissions there. And remember, because this is a ticket level itself, it's going to follow with all the TicketSpice pricing rules according to tickets themselves. So keep that in mind. But going back to the number sequence here, starting at 10,000 and then down here, we can limit the number of raffles that are issued. So if I want to only issue 500 raffle tickets, I would set that limit there. And you could restrict the number of raffles someone can buy through here. So if you want it to be a maximum of 10 raffles per person, you could do that as well. So I'll hit done. And I'll skip all the awesome things that are available on this ticket page because you know how all that works. I'll hit save and publish, and I'll throw this to a dummy gateway here. And so now we will view our ticketing page, and I'll show you how this works for the buyer experience. So go down here, I'll pick 2 general admission tickets, and then I want to get 10 raffles. So I have my details here, and I'm going to complete my information. I have my payment information here. When I hit submit, my ticketing confirmation page will have my general admission tickets, and then notice tickets 3 through 10, or 3 through 12 actually, have all my raffle numbers. And so I have my raffle numbers here issued on my actual ticket. If I view all tickets, I'll see my general admission, which are scannable, and then I'll see my raffle tickets here. So super cool. So that is how the purchasing experience goes. Now, let me take you through a couple more edge cases here. Let's talk about managing ticket orders with raffles. So I'm going to go over here to orders, and I added some tickets for George McFly. So I'm going to go and edit George McFly here. Now, a couple important things to know about how raffles work with edit order. So if you were to remove raffle tickets from the order, those numbers issued in the sequence of the raffles will be eliminated from your exports. They basically will be pulled out of the raffle sequence. So know that, so that when you downgrade, those raffles get removed out of your exports and you don't have to run raffle with those numbers. And I'll show you how the exports work. Now, in this example, for George McFly, we want to maybe change and add, let's say, a few more tickets. So I can add a few more raffle tickets and save and charge the card on file. And so now I've got additional raffle tickets here. So you see my raffle tickets under here, and I can view any one of them. And every ticket detail page will show the raffle number for a given ticket. And then my email confirmation that got sent to George McFly got updated with the appropriate raffle numbers. So important things to know there. A couple other edge cases: when you're using pre-registration with the card on file, the system won't issue those raffle numbers until you finalize the card payment. So it's important to know that if you're using that the raffle numbers won't be issued then. And also, if you're using time slots, just remember, or multiple day tickets, that those raffle numbers will be repeated for each occurrence there. So important edge cases there. So to export all the raffle ticket numbers, we go into Exporter here, and we're going to go to Tickets. And so I can come to my first raffle ticket page. And so I have a new field in here for raffle number. And so you can build your export here. Now, a little cheat here is you can also filter this entire export by raffle numbers, because I just might want to have only the raffle numbers there, so you can do that. So let's do raffle number on the side, and maybe I want to have my billing first name, last name, and email address, and push those over there. So now I can download that export, and all those raffle numbers will be in that export. Okay, one last thing. Let's say you host a raffle and you want to message everybody who bought a raffle ticket. What you can do is you can create a follow-up email, and we will send it to everybody who bought a raffle, and we are going to send it to certain ticket holders, and we're going to send it to only raffle ticket owners. And so we can have our email subject line and say the winner is George McFly with the raffle number. So you can use the communication center to send out notifications of the raffle. Last detail here is, or two more details, is we don't run the raffle to choose a winner. You'll have to do that yourself with the export. We kind of stay out of that for now. So be aware of that. And then also be sure to check your local state laws surrounding raffles. Most states allow it, but certain states have some restrictions and some guidelines around it and some rules around it. So be sure you check that out. So that is it. That's the end and how raffles work. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful for you. Hopefully you enjoy it. We'd love any feedback you have, and we wish you all the best.